So we've now looked forward from the question we've had the decimal points. We are now looking at going to be median averages as well. So what I suggest you do is just put this recording on pause for a moment and read question 5 through fully. Once you've done so, press play again. So think back to the explanation of averages earlier. What you need to do is firstly put all the prices in order, which I've done here, £25.50 through to £41.50. There are 6 prices in total. Find the 2 middle prices. So we click in, and the 2 middle prices are £29.60 and £33.80. We add these together, which gives us £63.40. We find the middle price. How we do that? We divide that £63.40 by 2, which gives us £31.70. So how do we find 5 quarters? Well, the easiest way to do this, or simplest way, is first we need to find 1 quarter. So that is £31.70 divided by 4, which is 7.925, £7.92.5 pence. That is your quarter. Simply to find the 5 quarters, or 1 and 1 quarter if you prefer, £7.92.5 times 5 is £39.62.5. Think back to our decimals earlier, 5 and above, up to 5 to 9, we round up, which rounds up to £39.63, which is what our answer needs to be for this particular question. So again, put yourselves on pause, just read this question through. Once you've read fully, press play. So this one actually caught me out. When I originally looked, I thought, oh, where the line finishes is where the projected sales are going to be. Now I should know better because I'm ex-retail manager, and I should have thought this one a bit more. What you actually need to remember is you're actually estimating the total sales for June. So you need to keep measuring that line up until it gets to the end of June. So the line roughly end on 630. Remember, we are estimating. So technically now this becomes quite a simple case. It's multiplication. It's your 630 lamps times £14.50, which gives you 9,135. So the estimate profit is 9,135. As I said before, don't forget, make sure you show the pound sign or your answer could be marked incorrect, which is the last thing that you actually want. When you've completed your answers, sometimes you will find that you're asked to make a written statement about the answer that you've given. So thinking back now to the question we've just done, which is the trend line, which is the amount of product being sold, lamps in this particular case. An example answer we can use that the estimate is suitable because the trend line goes up. So they're showing a steady increase in sales. We could just say again, the line suitable because it's constantly showing an increase of sales over a period of time. If that trend line had a dip in it, you could then say the line isn't 100% suitable because, or the explanation is, the sales are going up, but now the sales have dropped down, so therefore we can't constantly predict the sales are going to go up. But that's one thing to have a look at and think about that. So again, this question here, again, can you put yourselves on pause? Can you read the question through and just digest it, and then press play to hear the rest? So essentially what you've got to do with a question like this is actually plot the points out. And you have to go around the map to do so. You are given your starting point. You're given instructions what they want you to do. You need to go through a certain point and have a distance of 4 to 4.5 miles, and then break that down. So we can see here the route that I've gone through, meeting points. The distance is actually involved, and I've plotted my route around this particular circuit. Now this is a typical type of question that pops up. It may pop up in this format. It may pop up in the format that, for example, you're a delivery driver and you're having to go around various places, plot the most economical, shortest, time efficient route. So these are quite common questions. So take some time to digest the format here. So once I've worked out all the distances, I've added them up. But part of the key of the question is that it has to be between 4 and 4.5 miles. So looking at what we've done with conversion up there, we take our kilometerage, which is 6.2 kilometers. We times that by 5 miles, divide that by 8 kilometers, which gives us a mileage. You'll also note, as I've actually done the question there, I've also had everything, the answers in meters, but when it comes to the final point, I have to convert it into kilometers. Always please bear in mind that 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. Right, time to visit an old favourite area, because it's going to come up in the next question. So remember the little 2 means you're doing two things. You're timesing length by width, so it's squared. Just a reminder, length times width in this case is 6 times 3, 18 centimetres squared. So, again, pause, read the question, press play to run again. So really, this is not as daunting as it looks. Our scale factor is 8. So when you get something like that, there's going to be some multiplication involved. And to get your scale factor, all you do is you take your original figure. We'll use 105 millimeters here, which is part of the length or width of this rectangular picture, or the width in the case, times that 0.08 or 0.8. That gives us our reduced factor of 84 millimeters, which is a factor of 8. And we do the same thing with 148 millimeters, which gives us the reduced factor of 118.4. That is the scale of the rectangle. So whenever you get this, they give you the scale factor, you times the measurement by the scale factor. So from that point, you can work out the area of the rectangle, which is 84 millimeters times 118.4 millimeters, gives you the 99.45.6 millimeters, and there's your answer. The final 2 questions of this paper. Please put on pause, read question 9, and then start up again, and don't forget to take your pictures. What we're doing is taking the price of the t-shirt and then adding the price of the logo on it. £4.79 plus £2.90, £7.69 is the price of a shirt. 130 of these are needed, times that by 769 gives you the figure of 999.70, which is the first price. You then have to find the percentage. So there are various methods that you can do this, and I've detailed these here. Again, if you have your own way of working percentages out and you come to the same answer as what I've got here, then that is the method you use. Don't let me try and sway you. However, these are the 3 methods. The long old-fashioned way, which is actually personally what I use, which is method 1, 999.70 divided by 100 times 15 gives my 15%. I then will add that and subtract that to the figure I need. The other way you can do it is take the figure, 999.70 times 0.15, which is really 15%. And the same would apply there if it was, say, 20%, you do 0.20. And that will give you percentage price, which here is again 149,955. You then go through same method, 999.70 minus 149,955, which gives you your ultimate figure. And notice I've had to round up in all of these. All the other ways you could do the other way I've done here, which is 100 minus 15 minus 85, 0.85 times the 999.70 gives you your actual final answer straight away. But whatever way works for you is the way that you actually work. And finally, this question. These papers, they either give you a really difficult question at the end, one to completely catch you out, which is what this one is, because you think it's a lot more than it really is. Again, read the question, put a pause, read question, press play when you've read. There's no figures here. It's just about designing a table. That's what it is, to get the information. So if you see data collection sheet, they're looking at a table of some form. So what you need to do here is, my suggestion to you is just read, look and digest the question and see how that format comes out here. So that's this particular paper done. There will be more that will follow in due course. Enjoy and good luck.